Hurricane Melissa severely impacted Jamaica's north and western parishes, the heart of our tourism corridor, St. James, St. Anne, Trelawny, Hanover and Westmoreland, as well as St. Elizabeth. The Prime Minister called it the worst disaster in our history, with losses estimated at 6 to 7 billion US dollars, 1/3 of Jamaica's entire economy. Thousands of families and small businesses have been displaced. The government expects a short-term slowdown in tourism and agriculture. Recovery work is already underway. So what really struck me was how much we're going to need to recover. 6 to 7 billion US dollars. What I recently saw was an update of the donations, the official government website. Around about 170 million US dollars have been raised. Thank you so much for your contributions. There's the monetary value that we need for the relief. What really spoke to me is the leadership in crisis, Jamaican celebrities, both here and overseas. You've got like Spice, who's here right now. Sean Paul and Shaggy were here within days after the hurricane. They're there mobilizing relief, food, shelter, water. White Yardie, who's doing their thing in the UK to get a container out to help people with their livelihoods. I was speaking to a friend of mine, a very close family member in St. Anne's. The community that they live in is predominantly farming. That's been wiped out. Not only have they lost their livelihood, they've also lost where they live and their personal belongings. From the celebrities to the youth them. I'm seeing them on TikTok, going into communities, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth. These are the harder hit areas. These young youths, probably in their late teens, early 20s, going round and giving out relief, food, water. Big up yourself, because they're not in leadership, but leadership is not about a role or title. It's about your character, being proactive. This is what I can do and this is what I'm going to do. You have to be careful. There was a voice note going round from a member of the JDF. He had said he's glad that he's wearing his uniform to get aid and to get food to people and relief, because it's dangerous. He's advising anybody, yes, we understand you're frustrated and you're upset. You can't hear from your family and you can't hear from your friend, and you just want to go to your local supermarket and just pack up the things and go in your car and drive out. Don't do that, because people are being robbed at gunpoint. If you're gonna do this, they said, go with police, higher security. You know, some people might not be able to afford to do that. If you can't, then donate to charities, donate to the government. Even if you feel, say, yeah, but I'm my community this, man. You might not have been there for a long time. People are desperate right now. There's no electricity and no water. 116,000 houses in St. Elizabeth, I believe, needs to be rebuilt. And across the whole island, around 466,000. Be wise, be discerning. We're all very emotional right now because we can't hear from people, because we think the government isn't doing enough, quick enough, because of what we're being fed on social media. Like I am doing, follow government sources. Kamina Johnson Smith, and the message was exactly what it needed to be. We know you are struggling. We know your areas have been devastated. Help is coming. Please hang on. It is coming.